everybody, Paul Mack here. I just wanted to show you a few things I got at the auction. First off, a couple of pretty nice old hand saws here. A lot of times on one of the screw heads there's the insignia of who made the saw. Unfortunately this one is gone, so I don't know. And this one is a Disston, very good brand back in the day. A lot of times you get these old saws and some of them have a straight top edge like this one, and some of them have a curved edge. I like these ones with the curved edge. Now they have different teeth, TPI, teeth per inch. I guess this one is tape measure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teeth per inch. 8 teeth per inch on this one. I thought they were a little different, but I guess not. And look, it looks like here, you probably can't see this, but the farmer or the carpenter or whoever put their initial, there's a K that's etched in there, very neatly done. I love that. I love it when a tool wants to tell you a story, but it doesn't know how to talk. Isn't that a shame? So this is a Disston, and I love the beauty of these old handles. One of these days we're going to have to make restore a saw from scratch and make the handle and everything. So, by the way, I have recently found that you can take a pumice stone. It's the stone that women, buy, and they'll, scrape the bottom of their feet to get calluses off. Maybe some men, I don't know. Anyway, pumice stone. You can take a pumice stone and water and soap and really scrub with that pumice stone. The pumice stone is what volcanic rock that is like chalk. It's very soft, and it will not scratch up metal. And you got to rub pretty hard with the soap and the water and the pumice stone, and you can get this back to its original sheen. Actually, I read that in a very, very old, early 20th century farmer's book, shop book for the farm. So that is a real handy tip. So a couple of hand saws. Oh, I've got a turkey call. Look at this, it's got a name on it. Mr. Turkey. It says Mr. Turkey. What do you know? Calls of the Wild, Old Boss Queen. Let's see if it's got a price tag. This auction, I think, was a liquidation of a lot of stuff that came out of an old flea market. $20. It could be yours for $20. So let's see if it. Still works. Oh. Here's a splitting maul. This one has a handle on it. It looks like it's in good shape. The handle feels good. It's just got a lot of rust on it, but that could be, you could either, take it in the shop and grind it down or sand it down and get all the rust off, or you could take it over there and split a bunch of wood and get the rust off of it. So, splitting maul, or a go devil, is sometimes called go devils. Did you know that? Yeah. Got another mystery box, and well, this is not a mystery. It's a cricket holder cage that is missing a vital component. Wonder what we could use this for. A little Japanese lantern or something. Hey, it does have a lag bolt in it. That's useful. Probably more useful than that. Alright, first off, we got a nice little bow saw. That's a good blade. It's not even really that rusty. This is all in really good shape. So ready to go, and for trimming branches or trimming your apple trees in your orchard or whatever. Actually, I got 2 of these. Do you know what these are? I bet some of you do. You're yelling at your computer right now. These are devices that you put on a calf's nose. Usually have a little chain around there that fits in the little slots. You put it on a calf's nose when you're ready to wean that calf off of its mother. And if you were a mama cow and this thing came up touching you and your sensitive parts, you would wean your calf too, if you know what I mean. This one's a little more aggressive. Anyway, calf weaning things. Oh, lawnmower blade. You could use that in your electrolysis as your waste metal. Or put it back on your lawnmower. Somebody hit a rock. Oh, this is you don't see these very much anymore, and they're probably almost useless now, but it's broken. But these would be what you would use to repair tire repair in the old days. Yeah, it's a tire thing. So parts of a single tree, that would be the part that goes in the middle and the plow would attach right there. Here's a clevis with a nut. Oh, that's still working. So it's a clevis that you could put on anything. Put your chain on and drag it. Whatever you would do with a clevis. This is a shoe last, and I don't see the rest of it. Normally these go on a shoe last post, and this is what you would repair your shoe on. In the old, you know what? There are so many of these things around, and you see them in the antique stores, and they have such a high price on it. And does anybody ever buy them? Because I think once they hit the antique store, they stay there. They're really cool to look at, but nobody but a select few, like one out of 2 million people, ever repair their own shoes anymore. And they're too awkward to have. You're not going to set it on your coffee table as a decoration because they'll fall over and knock your toddler in the head. So, maybe we should get back into shoe repair, and because it's like every farm, back in the day, everybody had. There's so many of these that everybody would have had one in different sizes to fix their kids' shoes. What else can you do with these? We'll have to think about that. More harness parts. You can make a hinge out of this if you needed a hinge for your smokehouse door or whatever. It is still in good shape. Leather. Got a wrench for your. That's probably an old one, I bet you. Would it fit your lug nut, you think? I don't know. A big U-bolt. Boy, that is a big one. We might save that as scrap metal for the forge. Look how big that is. Oh, look here. Here is oh, shoot. It's not freed up. I don't think it would take much. Maybe an electrolysis bath would help free that up. But look, it doesn't have a wood handle. It's just got a thick metal handle on that one. Somebody's really been hammering something with that end. So, monkey wrench. It's broke, whatever it is. Boy, here's an old bit. And again, this would be high carbon steel. So, if you're a blacksmith, you could put it in the forge, flatten this out, and make a very nice decorative hook. That'd look pretty cool. Flatten that out, punch a hole in it, and hang it up like a hook. Like an old grease gun. Look at that. That looks pretty old. I wonder if it still has. Better not do that. Nope, not a thing in it. Horseshoe. Well, that's an old one. Still got the nails in it on that side. That's been in somebody's barnyard for 90 years. Another wrench, old wrench. Harness clip. A pea. Still got the price tag on it. $8. Not bad. This is a weight for the old cotton scales. It's called a pea. And I think the spelling is weird. It might be like a French spelling or something. I spell P, P-E-A, but anyway, an old pea, part of the weights for a old cotton scale. This is part of a handle for a cross-cut saw. So it's broke, useless. Unless I save the nut in this part, I don't know. Oh, here's the cross-cut saw handle, which I think that's still in usable shape. So this part would go in there like that, and that would go on there like that, and so you're missing the other part that looks like this that would go here, and then that's broken, and it would have a slot that your saw would go into the hole, and then put a pin through it, and then tighten it down, and you would be away and crosscut sawing with your loved one. So the handle's good, so we'll hang on to this. Got a railroad spike, a very old and useless lock, antique lock, a piece of chain with a very old hook. Look at that on there, and a hame clip. That's the part that the trace chain would go on. Hook that into the hame on the collar. You have one on either side, but that's what connects this little thing. Isn't this amazing? This little device right here that hooks into the hame, and the trace chain is, the link is around this. This little thing connects the large animal to the plow. Amazing. Love that kind of stuff. Sure this is not a dog call? Now I know how to get my dogs back home.